everything about that website has been great
Yeah.
experience.
All right, I'm gonna turn the lights back down because I don't. This is too bright for me.
Let me see. Hello, 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 hello.
Oh, hey, friend.
Sounds good.
This should be about where I'm at, Gator.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Say it one more time. Don't look at meters.
My name is Fluffy Fingers MD. I have a lot of shoes behind me. Sometimes on Sundays, I do things, but it's definitely not going to church because that's for dummies.
I love it. Yeah, just adjust me if I'm too loud. This is where I'm dialed in right
No,
now.
yeah, no, you're fine with me, dude. It was
Okay.
sound quality that I was commenting about.
Yeah. No, you got the ear
volume
for it.
level.
I don't have that ear. I don't have that ear. I can hear a little distortion sometimes when I'm a little hot, but I don't like to hear my own chest voice. That's why I wear one earbud, and I don't like hearing myself back through the mic.
I can't do that.
I can't do it.
I don't know. I one like even when I did music, dude, I never could have my own audio in my headphones. Like there's no way that I could do rapping or anything like that. It would throw me off. So
Damn.
we always had to cut all that volume down to zero. Um, it throws me off. I can't have that delay at all.
Just message in parody. See if he's good.
Oh, because of the delay. That definitely would throw you off 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like a minuscule delay. And I mean, some people like it, man. Most people do it that way. It didn't work for me. So whenever we did stuff in the studio, like I always had to be cut for me, and then we'd turn it back on for everyone else.
Hey, do you guys have one of those iRobot vacuums?
I have 3.
You have 3 in one house?
I have 3 levels.
Oh, that's right. I forget. It's all single level here in Florida. I mean,
no, but hear me out. We bought one.
Yeah.
And we would just move it upstairs and downstairs.
Right. It was a pain. Yeah.
No, it wasn't that it was a pain. It was just that it went through its life cycle of battery and reliability, right?
Right.
And so Amazon had another sale on an iRobot, so we bought an iRobot to replace it, and we loved it so much that because originally we had the Oofy, which is the Amazon brand, and then we bought the iRobot, and we loved it so much, and then Target had them on like 60% off on Black Friday the following year.
Right.
So we bought a second one, and so we have one that runs upstairs and one that runs downstairs.
Well, I'm all new to this iRobot thing. In fact, my kids saved up they all put their money together and bought my wife Jen an iRobot because we have dog hair like crazy. We have short-haired dogs, but they drop it all the time. It's like they're shedding hair all the time. You pet them and you can see the hair falling off. I'm like, geez.
Yep, same shit here.
And it's the kind of thing where my wife was sweeping every night. I'm like, no, and I said, this is enough. And the kids saved up, got them it's a really good, probably middle level. It's not like the Mac Daddy one, but I've rebuilt it a few times with new filters and cleaning it out and stuff. Well, that's always fun. Cleaning up your own crap. But, and those machines just get gummed up real easy. But anyway, the reason I ask is, do you ever play that game when you get home and you see it missing from the dock and you're like, okay, where's Waldo? Let's find out. And you know where all the spots are. It's always getting stuck. And you're looking at all the spots. The other day I came home and I could not find the spot. And I looked, I finally, it was underneath my wife's vanity in the bathroom, the master bathroom. It had wedged itself up in over the scale. And I could barely get the damn thing out. I'm like, that thing has some strength, man, because it wedged itself up underneath her vanity. I don't know how the hell it got up there. But
yeah, there's been times where I've like asked my kids, I'm like, guys, I have no idea where it is. Like,
so funny. It's so funny.
Through every single room, and I cannot find it. And I've watched it 3 times.
It's crazy.
Times. I have no idea where it is. Help me find it.
Oh,
and that's happened once, dude. So you're not alone there.
Oh, well, another thing too. There, we got you, Parody.
There we go.
What's up, buddy? Well, look at that room. Good, man.
Good, man.
Let me
fancy people who understand how video works.
Let me get your levels up. You're a little low. We'll move you up just a little bit. Is that where you're going to be talking from right there? What is that, an ATR 2100?
It is indeed.
Oh, I love that mic.
I really enjoy talking to Respawn all up in the ASMR real up.
You're on video, by the way. I am recording.
That's perfectly fine. I'm here. I'm a man with ridiculous things. See, I've actually created the game of what in the world is behind me here.
I love this.
I had the everyone, baby's first microphone.
Yes. Blue snowball.
Still sitting in the corner over here.
Yep.
and then it was like, okay, it's probably time for something that's not that. It'll sound old.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
only took me like 7 years.
he finally got a Shure SM7B. I only got one because I couldn't afford it. I got it because my family saved up, gave it to me for Christmas.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing. I was like, I think it was 3 years into this. The Yeti I bought probably 10 years ago now or something.
Yeah.
I was like, it did like 2 or 3 episodes of a show that never really went anywhere.
Right.
A million years ago. So I was like, I need something.
Exactly.
It was just like, the Apple Air,
I know.
earbud mic. It's like, it sounds decent, but that's when everything sounded like garbage back in like the early 2000s anyway.
Well, Shure has I think it's called a GS7. It's the same as a Shure SM7B, but it's USB, and it sounds just as good. I've heard it on other podcasters use it, and it's like $200 instead of $400. So I just like, man, I just no way I could get myself to buy myself a mic for $400. So I said, I don't want anything for Christmas. Oh, well, no, I was using my Rodecaster Pro as the amp. It has a pretty good preamp.
That's an amp.
Yeah, that's true. I did have, but okay. All right. Full disclosure, this is the Rodecaster Pro version 1. It was 50% off right before the 2 came out, and I know you got the newest one. Fluffy, you got the what's it called? The
Duo.
The Duo. That thing's sweet, man. Go ahead, man. So, and another thing, I go out. It's been like 98 degrees. I've been working in this heat, man. I don't know how I made it. I don't know how I made it through these last couple of days. It's been so hot, and thank God it's like a dry heat. It's like Arizona, but but you get dehydrated so easily. I got home and my urine was like, all right, TMI. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's just say my kidneys were working overtime, and I was like, all right, we need to drink like a fish now the rest of the night. And but anyway, I'm walking out to the truck today to fill the tank up. I got to use it for my spigot from my house. And what is near the water inlet going into my house? It's boiling up water from the city. So I'm like. So all I could do was like, okay, I have work to do. I can't deal with this right now. So I went and shut off my meter at the road. And just as I was doing that, the county was just slowly rolling by going, what you doing there, bud? I'm like, I got a leak going into my house. It's on my end. I got to fix it. So, and,
but like, since you're here, you want to come take a look at problems?
No, these are city workers, dude. They don't do that. No.
Oh, I know.
They're like, I don't know, man. I that's a far step from my seat out of this air conditioned truck. I'm good. No, what happened is they ran 3/4 inch PVC into toward my house they fixed that part, but they left a 2-foot piece of steel pipe from when the house was built in the 80s. And sure enough, it's all pitted, and there's this little, like, I don't know, 1/4 inch hole, and it's just flowing on out. I'm like, I don't even know how long it's been doing this. I guess I know next month when I get my water bill. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd share that. So what have you guys been doing this week? Everything good?
So you're saying your pee was orange?
I forgot you could do that on that. You could do the pitch. So you've been, Parody. Everything going good, man?
It's going. I'm not sure if good. I feel like I should go find a hat now. I feel like
I only wear a hat. I got hair. People think I won't wear a hat because I don't have any hair. I don't have his hair or his hair.
That's the secret. Just be tall and no one can see up there.
Well, no, what it is my head. See how shiny my head is? It's like just like the light just. So I'm like, you know what? I wore this one night. I was like, this looks good. I like this. It's it's part of my brand. I'm Gator. That's what the hell. I'm just gonna leave it on like this. So, and
I didn't even know we were gonna be on video.
On brand all the time. Yeah, I was like, I have this camera. I assume it works. It's pointing.
Looks good, man. Yeah, it looks good. And I know Fluffy is running on like 50% tonight. So if you don't mind, guys, I'm gonna just get cranking here.
How many different quills are you on? Are you on Nye, Day, and Z, the trifecta of quills, or just like one or two quills?
Well, you got to get close to the camera, Sweaty, so I can see it. Oh, look at that shit. Is that Toronto Raptors?
They've got a good team.
Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
My bad. Yes, sir. It is a classic. This is like a 90s vibed hat. I'm not like a big sports guy or anything.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, combat sports, yes.
Yeah, I got you.
As you know, but I mean, if I had a sport, it definitely would be b-ball. And
nice.
no, I've always liked Raptors since I was a kid because dinosaurs. years.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's my
Why
reason.
not?
Hell yeah. Well, if you guys are ready, I'm going to just get cranking, get right into it because we got a lot to talk about tonight. That pre-show will just be for the patrons. Hey, what's up, Guardians, and welcome to episode 251 of Guardian Downcast, a Destiny podcast. I'm your host, Todd the Gator, and I'm a day one Guardian who loves gaming and the Destiny franchise. Welcome to the fourth Guardian Downcast Roundtable Edition. So just a reminder of how things work in the Roundtable. I have invited 3 guests of the show from our Guardian Downcast community and the Owl Sector Alliance, in which each has brought to the table their own story and topic of discussion related to Destiny, gaming, and other areas of this hobby we all share. And after each member of the Roundtable has presented their topic and story, we'll then go around the table and discuss it further. So here's what's on tap for today. First, introductions will be in order, and we'll briefly catch up on our week in gaming. Second, I'll then give a very quick Roundtable edition TLDR report on anything pertinent highlight-wise from this week in Destiny. Finally, we'll turn it up to 11 and begin with our first topic and story of the show, and our subsequent stories and topics will follow. This is kind of a new format for Guardian Downcast that we produce once a month. So if you guys are ready, let's roll. I love how it always pops back to off full screen when I do that. Okay, some introductions before we begin the show today. I want to introduce our 3 roundtablers for this episode. Our first member of the roundtable is a longtime friend of mine. I met for the first time as a guest on our show back on episode 71 of Guardian Downcast, titled Appreciate You, which was a phrase he commonly used, and it's kind of rubbed off on me as I use this phrase today as well. And he's also helped me out on a Crucible-based Destiny Help Desk episode 22, if you want to check that out. He had some awesome advice for those wanting to improve in the Crucible. He's the co-host of the Blueberry Lounge podcast, which is now on its 58th episode. Damn, man. And he started out as a Guardian Downcast community member. He's been training in jiu-jitsu. He quit smoking. And honestly, I've really admired how he's really taken charge of his life, and he's killed it. He also talked to me into a drunk raid, and let's just say the old Gator got a bit drunk, to say the least. By the way, you did burn that video footage, right? You know what? Don't answer. Just DM me later on that one. It's my friend, Sweaty Spooks. How you been, man?
Hey, brother. Thank you so much for having me. It's always a privilege to be hanging out and talking with, the family, if you will, the family away from family.
Exactly. And your topic kind of centers around community tonight. I can't wait to hear about that, man. All right. Well, our second guest of the roundtable, I've admired for some time now. He's been on Guardian Downcast back on episode 120, titled Playing Hard to Get. And because of our busy schedules and just life in general, I don't really get to talk much to this guy, but he's always been a cool customer and has very sage advice for us Guardians. As one of the 3 co-hosts of the 2 Titans and a Hunter podcast, which has been going strong, providing weekly information to the Destiny community for over 276 episodes. Hey, someone's got to help Night Demon keep no one respawns in real life in check during the show from whatever airport he's broadcasting in at the time. He's actually had me on their podcast back when I was just starting out, and we've always had really good conversations. So I thought it would be perfect for our roundtable topics tonight. He's a high-level IT professional, which just means he knows a lot of stuff about computers that I don't. Please welcome that pink pansy Titan, Parody. How you been tonight, sir?
Oh, I've been tired, but I'm here. Things are good. Just trying to follow Destiny, follow the work, and I'm happy to be here, happy to hang out, and excited to have this roundtable.
And full disclosure, folks, you have to record tomorrow morning your podcast. So thank you, brother, for the sacrifice tonight. I know you're going to have a long day tomorrow, so I appreciate it, man.
Always.
Our third.
I definitely said I'm recording tonight, and my wife said, "Oh, is that instead of tomorrow?" I was like, "No, it's in addition to." She was like, "Oh."
I love it, man. Well, our third guest of the roundtable today has really been a good friend and mentor of mine when I started this podcasting venture long ago. He's one half of the Potato Thumbs podcast, which just published their 354th episode and has been on various episodes of Guardian Downcast and the Destiny Help Desk, but you can hear his original interview on Guardian Downcast episode 14 titled The Doctor Is In. He's lived a very interesting life as a club promoter, music producer, an IT professional, mountain biker, long distance runner, and you should see that running shoe collection behind him there. I've met him in real life when he was down here visiting relatives in Florida, and is just a really good all around dude. He's given me some very solid advice when the podcast, well, let's just say, had some dramatic changes last year. And, he really got me through some tough times, and I can't thank him enough. And that's my friend, Fluffy Fingers, MD. Howdy night, sir.
I'm also go by the name Roundtabler number 3.
Oh, yeah, it says that right here in the notes. Thank you for that. Almost forgot. There is a very good reason why I chose these 3 roundtablers tonight, and that is because they all have Destiny podcasts. And more importantly, I think they're going to have great insight into this game we all love. So as we get nearer to the Final Shape expansion, we have several topics of discussion, all related to Destiny and Bungie tonight. But before we get into our topics of the show, I wanted to go around the table real quick and just check in and see what everyone's been up to in gaming this week. I'll start with you, Parody. What have you been doing in Destiny or in gaming in general this week, man?
So there's these black plastic items in my living room that are called Xboxes that I hear you can turn them on and play things. I understand this is something people can do. I think I've played maybe like 2 hours of Onslaught this week because work has been working, and I think this was the first Iron Banner that came and went without me stepping foot into. I got on. I think I was talking to you guys like the Monday morning, going, I have 23 engrams. I really should go turn those in. There's nothing I want out of this, but let me at least turn the. I'm going. I worked for these at some point. Let me go at least turn them into something. I think I kept one multi-mock or something and said, I'll turn those in. Other than that, we've been playing. My wife got a Quest 2 recently, so we've been playing Beat Saber, which is just stupidly fun. It's my first like real, like her sister had bought one, and we played it. Was like, oh, this is nice. This is fun. It was my first time I'd really done anything. You watch videos of VR stuff, but you're like, it's not the same as experiencing it. So been doing lots of that, and we started. We binge watched the Fallout show on Amazon.
Oh yeah,
and then started a side-by-side playthrough of Fallout New Vegas because I've got the Series X and the One X in the living room, 2 TVs side by side, and so we've been cooperatively playing New Vegas, just sort of side by side, going through together, going, where are you going? What are we doing here? Because we've dabbled in the later Fallout, so we've been having a good time with that.
It's also great cardio.
I was gonna say that, but you beat me to it, Sweaty. I'll get into those. I got you guys would never guess what tracks I got in Beat Saber, man. I got a lot of EDM music. I've got
the Crown Brave is in there. Let me just say.
Oh my God, man. I bought so many packs from Beat Saber. It's the number one thing I play. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there, Parody. But yeah, I mean, you're done and you're like, I'm freaking drenched here. What's going on, But yeah.
It's a ton of fun.
It is.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great cardio. And while you've been sweating there in the heat, it's been rainy and like 50 degrees here all week. So
where's that again? Just for our listeners?
Just outside DC. I'm in Maryland.
Okay. Nice.
So same coast, just a little more north. Remember, when the nukes fall, I'll be in the blast versus the fallout. So after that, my problems are solved.
Dude, I live next to Cape Canaveral. You think I got a chance? Give me a break.
Again, see, same problem. What Fallout? You don't care.
I won't even feel it. I won't even feel it.
Drive to the blast. Don't wait for the 3-eyed fish.
I'll just see a flash. I won't even see a cloud. Yeah. I mean, Florida's only it's like 3 hours wide driving. It's not very wide. It's just very deep. So
yeah.
That's what she said.
Maryland won't exist anymore. It will be the Flash.
Yes. Well, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for coming on the show tonight. It's good to catch up. And I can't wait to hear what your topic's going to be tonight. So appreciate that, man.
Yeah, appreciate you having me. Always good to catch up.
Absolutely. Fluffy, I'll go to you, man. What have you been doing this week?
I, Roundtabler number 3, have been putting in my time in Destiny. Got the Pantheon week 1 clear.
Nice.
That was a lot of fun. Went into Pantheon week 2. We platinumed everything, but we didn't realize on 8 tracks that platinum and 500k score are 2 different things. So we beat everything platinum high score except for A-Tracks, and then I got sick. So I had it scheduled to go back and clear A-Tracks,
Yeah.
and it didn't happen. So maybe this weekend. The benefit of being sick was I got to cancel all of hosting Mother's Day and all that shit. So my weekend opened up. So
Very nice.
maybe before reset, I can knock that out, seeing as how it's like a 2-minute thing. But that's been fun. I really, really have been enjoying the Pantheon stuff. It's fun. It's challenging. I think it's important that you go in with people that know how to raid. It's not a place for people who are not experienced in the raid.
Yeah.
Not a place for at least me to teach people.
Yeah.
If other people want to teach people how to do raid encounters there, that's on them. I don't have time for that, especially if you're going for high score, platinum score. But doing so or playing that, like I play all characters, and so I was just like, what do you guys need? And so we needed a well. So I jumped on my warlock and doing a couple different builds to try and like maximize survivability, helping my team, whatever. And I got a really fun Boots of the Assembler build. And basically like my thought process was in between Pantheon runs, like going to Legend Onslaught and test out my builds there with blueberries because there's no communication and they're completely crazy, right? So it was really great. Like I ran with some blueberries and we ran a 50 run and it was like the cleanest 50 run I've ever run yet.
Wow.
And it was just, dude, that exotic just constantly sending out healing nodes to people. Like I always had my rip down, I always had my well down. Like it was a really cool like support thing. So that actually got me pretty hyped with those changes. And so then I found myself taking my warlock into comp so that I can get more artifice armor to maximize my PvE build. And it's been a really weird like I guess relationship between PvE and PvP, like playing one to get the other up, but its roles are reversed. Like usually I play PvE to make my PvP game stronger. So it's interesting that this new stuff coming out has me doing the opposite.
I'm curious. I'm curious, Fluffy. Sorry, to interrupt. How often are you getting drops? Is it pretty regular? The artifice
In what?
In comp, the artifice armor.
No, it's been okay. So you have to play so many damn games to get to that point, right? You have to play what, six games, and then you have to win 2.
Oh, 2. Wow.
Right? It's not play 2 more; it's win 2.
So you got to play 8 games minimum. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're playing with blueberries, it's less optimized.
Gotcha.
It's been really weird with matchmaking. I don't know if it's population or matchmaking or what with comp this season.
Okay.
But I have been bouncing between adept and silver, like literally going all the way down to silver and then back up through gold, through platinum, back to adept, and then all the way back down. Like it is crazy. I don't understand what's going on with matchmaking, but it is. Yeah, Sweaty knows what I'm talking about. It is so broken, and it's really made it less fun.
Here's another thing. I was like gold 1. I was just ready to go to, what is it, platinum, the next one?
Yep.
And all of a sudden, I didn't play for a few weeks, and it started taking my scores away. Is that normal?
No.
Yeah, deterioration.
Really?
I thought that was only if you were above platinum.
That's what I thought. But every week I went down to I'm already down to silver 1 now, and I'm like, what the hell? I haven't even played them at silver 1.
Yeah, I thought
I went from gold 1 to silver 1.
Well, I thought it was supposed to be for adept and ascendant. You had to play every week to keep your rank.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I don't know. Maybe they changed it.
I never hit platinum. I stayed in gold 1, I think.
I could be wrong in the following, but I always understood it that whatever rank that you've highest achieved, in order to keep that rank, you had to continue playing.
Okay.
But it would never go below whatever was below your rank.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they changed it though when they changed because they removed the promotional stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think when they changed that, they changed also
Delegation
points.
Okay.
The points degrade from. So I think when they changed that because they removed it from platinum and gold, I thought that they removed the point deductions too, but I could, like Spook said, I could also totally be wrong there. I really just don't care enough to look it up.
I don't care anymore.
That's really what
I don't
it comes
care.
down to. I just play the game for fun.
I haven't played comp in like 3 weeks, and I just every week I'd log in at reset, and it was like, I'm like, what?
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. We'll just assume that is correct.
I'll just okay, sounds good. What else you been doing, bud?
I don't know. Like Onslaught is fun. Like I've done a ton of 50 runs and gotten a lot of great loot and got my super black shader.
Right.
I think I'm getting burnt out on it though for sure.
Yeah.
Like I've done enough 50 runs that I'm just like,
Yeah.
Like the only reason I was playing it this week was to test builds because I was just like, well, what's a hard high end content that I can randomly, LFG into and not care too much.
And throws tons of ads at you all the time nonstop. Can't beat it.
Yeah.
It's a great testing ground.
Yeah. That was kind of my thought process too. So
that's where I was saying the cool guy would go and test all his weapons. And I want to give a shout out to Cool Guy. He's having some problems and he's been admitted to the hospital. He's having some heart issues, and all prayers towards you, man. You've put out some great content, and I'm sorry life just sucks sometimes, but I heard that I saw that news on Twitter. I just wanted to give him a shout out just in case he listens. But good deal, man. Good deal. How about you, Sweaty? What have you been doing this week, man? I know you jump around a little bit playing games, right? You've been playing the Destiny?
Certainly lately.
Okay. It's all right.
Okay, so to preface, tomato, potato.
That's a Canadian thing. It's preface. It's preface in Canada. And it's preface in the United States.
Yeah, all you gotta say is it's Canadian. People be like, oh, okay, oh yeah, USA.
Freedom units, right?
There you go.
But no, just to preface.
There you go.
All fucked up now. Pardon my French. Apologies for the cussing.
Canadian. Got it.
Oui.
So, typically, whenever this game got its hooks in me, there was no breaks for me.
Yeah.
I was very focused on skill improvement in the realm of PvP. And of course, I mean, I was less focused on PvE, but I was more in PvE for the purpose of loot, because as a PvP main, your performance is highly reliant on your equipment. So it would be motivational to participate in X activity to receive Y reward so you can go use it in the Crucible. We all know the story.
Right.
This is the first time that I've kind of, similarly to Fluffy, at least in the Onslaught aspect that he had mentioned, I'm starting to feel a little burnout myself. So I've been taking a step back and enjoying a little bit of my backlog. I've been spending a lot, and I mean a lot, more time with my family recently.
Nice.
I am going to get a little real for a minute. This is not to put a Debbie Downer on the podcast by any measure, but I'm a transparent person. I'm an honest person, and this is where I'm at in life right now. We had recently lost a member of our family, being my father-in-law, and freshly afterwards, we also found out that my mother-in-law has cancer. So we are navigating through those waters at the moment. So it's probably a good reason to step away from video gaming in general. And I have been channeling a lot of my energy back into creation. So that way it's kind of a medium for me to, because I used to always have a guitar around, and I have made the decision that I wanted to have a PC so that way when I come back to instruments, I actually have a way of recording said instrument. And I've been learning a little bit about producing, so I've been really just diving into that world lately, and just learning, just being an open book. Now, in the past week, a little more to myself here, I pinched my sciatic nerve. So I have been having some fun over the past week. I didn't take a single day off. I pushed through the pain,
Right.
Limping around work, doing everything that I had to do. And, today would be a week that I'm coming off of the pain of it, I guess, that had happened. And it all happened with a sneeze.
What?
But yeah, no, seriously. So we are in a bit of a colder climate to you, Mr. Gator.
Yes.
You.
Yes.
A little jealous of your weather.
I'm jealous of yours in the summer.
So we had it mostly happens in colder days whenever we have at this time of the year 40-degree Fahrenheit weather, and it's cloudy and it's rainy. It's not quite under freezing,
Right.
but it's still cold, clammy. I live in an island surrounded by the ocean, so the humidity is a constant. Woke up in the morning, just had a sneeze and felt a pop, and the knees buckled. Down I went, stood back up, and I said, well, I got half an hour that I got to get to work, so guess where I'm going? Went to work.
Wow.
Thankfully, work was quite understanding, seeing that I couldn't stand straight, and they allowed me to sit down for most of the day that day. That happened, well, a week ago today, being a Friday. So I was able to take the weekend to just kind of take it easy and relax. Hung out in the Discord a little bit. They could tell that I was off and in pain. I wasn't quite myself, but shout out to the community for being understanding of that. So going back this week, I was determined not to just sit around, not to just wallow in pain, because the thing about a sciatic nerve pinch is the more you sit around, the more it's going to hurt and the longer it takes for recovery. So I made sure to go back to work. I made sure to just take short walks throughout the week,
walking's
nothing
good.
crazy. And what I found was, in the morning is when it hurt the most. You're waking up from a slumber, from a sleep, you've been resting.
Blood's not flowing. Yeah.
But by the evening, after a full day's work, you've got maybe 20,000 steps in from the day, just from working, whatever it was. And then you take another short walk after supper or something. I felt a lot better. So today I'm feeling the best that I have in the past week, and I'm in good spirits. Very thankful for my family. Mother's Day is approaching, and I'm very excited for some of the plans that I have in place. I don't think I shared this with you guys yet, so I'll tell you here and now, and I'll probably finish with this. But I'm going to be planning to do a little Italian home kitchen restaurant style bistro. So I'm going to go out and buy some bruschetta, buy some charcuterie board stuff. I'm going to go get a couple of breadsticks, and I'm going to buy some cheese garlic loaf and a roast beef, and cook the roast beef in a pressure cooker. I'm going to do it pulled style, kind of the same that you would with pulled pork.
Yes.
And we're going to make sandwiches out of it.
That sounds good.
This is strictly for the ladies. There will be no women working in the kitchen. I will be the one serving and hosting, and just looking to invest in our family members and show them how much they're appreciated, and understanding that the older that I get, that sometimes you may not always have tomorrow to show that appreciation. So I'm just really looking forward to blessing my family like that,
Yeah, perspective's everything, man. It really is. As you get older too, and since I'm the oldest here, I can say this, and you guys can't dispute it. You you get very grateful, and you count your blessings. You really do. So what's funny is you're talking about a sciatic nerve. I have an SI joint problem, which is not far from that sciatic nerve. And I actually Monday I'm going to get an X-ray to make sure. My doctor wants to make sure it's not a hip problem. God bless. I got a buddy of mine who's getting a hip replacement. I better sure as hell not be getting a hip replacement. I'll never hear the end of it. But I'm prepping for a baby shower tomorrow. My daughter-in-law, my son's wife, is having a baby in late June. I'll be a grandfather for the first time, and we have been all hands on deck. As far as Destiny wise, my third alt account I've got in Guardian Dowcast 2 clan. I've been gathering all the brave weapons I can. I'm getting all the bounties completed. But last weekend I installed 250 landscape plants. I installed 20 yards of mulch. For you guys who need to do the conversion, think of 2 giant dump trucks of mulch. Just dump it in your driveway. All of a sudden in 5 hours, you got to have that in the bed. So shout out to my daughter and my son, Cam the Jellyman, and Snail Entrails, as you probably know her in a Discord. She does a lot of the artwork for t-shirts and stuff. They didn't complain a bit, put their heads down and just got to work. And even my wife, after she's doing testing right now, working 13-hour days, came home and grabbed a shovel, and we all started working and getting it all done. Got it all done. It looks great. Looks fantastic. And then add to that, I've had to work in 95 to 98 degree heat this week. It's almost been record breaking. And the only blessing is it's been like 50% humidity. So it's not that 100% humidity. There's no rain. So it makes it much nicer. But I played Pantheon week 1 as well, Fluffy. Thanks to Kingsley Mac. Priceless Cloud Zebrak, Warcry, which doesn't raid at all. He raided in Destiny 1. And Allocate. Allocate played a game with her for the first time.
She's amazing.
I like her. She's
with her. I like her a lot.
I like her attitude, man. She's just like a laid back, just going with the flow. She didn't take any of my shit either, which I was surprised. But anyway, that's another topic. But we completed all the time trials. We got platinum on on Golgoroth and Atrax, but we were 6 seconds short on Caretaker, and Ron just gave us, the planets just gave us a fit because the tornadoes on the plates kept killing me. I forgot about those damn the fire tornadoes, and I was like, I'm down again, guys. Somebody come get me. And they almost ran out of tokens. So anyway, long story short, and I'm going to say something here, and I know a lot of people aren't going to like this statement, but I really was hoping that Pantheon was going to be where us veteran Guardians could teach the players that are coming into the game, because we've been getting a lot of new players into our Discord lately who are coming back after a while. I thought it'd be a good time to teach them how to do DPS and the mechanics on taking down a boss. And I will tell you this, it is the opposite. It is not made for beginners. Like Fluffy said earlier, there's extra enemies in there that you're 5 less than the max power you can be in there. And it's 10 less this week. I haven't done this week's yet, but it was not easy. I thought it'd just be a cakewalk, and it was not easy. So I got to thinking about it. Bungie's covering their bases here. They got the Brave Arsenal and the Onslaught for the general population. They got the 3 new Crucible maps for all the Crucible mains out there to keep busy for a few weeks. And then they have the new Pantheon, which was really designed for all the raiders out there that raid all the time and know how to put builds together and blow through these things like it's nothing. But I'm kind of in between all that. So I had some struggles going into Pantheon, but we got it done thanks to a pretty good carry from the community. But yeah, that's what I've been up to this week. Let's see. That is everything for all of us for this week. So that means it's time for a TLDR version of This Week in Destiny. All right. This Week in Destiny for May 9th. This is the TLDR version, and Fluffy's timing me. Bungie shares a little more info about the new prismatic exotic class items. They mentioned that the perks baked into the class item are randomly rolled, and then on week 2 of Final Shape, that an activity will open up where you can farm these very exotic class items, and you get a guaranteed random roll upon completion. If they're not really sharing how we unlock this activity or when it, what it's about. So we'll have to find out later about that. They list all the possible combinations of each subclass. The Hunter Exotic Cloak is called Essentialism. The Titan Mark is called, the Exotic Titan Mark is called Stoicism. And the Warlock Exotic Bond is called Solipsism. What the hell is that? I don't know. Anyway, note that these exotic class items will only work when you equip the new prismatic subclass. Another boss profile from Pantheon is discussed. They talk about Oryx this week, so check that out. They have an event called the Red Border Weapons Bonanza starting this week. Every day from May 7th to June 3rd, players will get a guaranteed deep sight red border weapon drop upon completion of a seasonal activity. Any of the seasonal activities, every day you can get a red bar deep sight weapon. So now's the time if you're really wanting to get some of those seasonal weapons crafted. There's no excuse. So get into those seasonal activities. Get it done. Every day it resets. 0 Hour Mission drops next week. I see the timer. So get that craftable outbreak perfected. I will be engaging in this. They mentioned that there is a single trailer for all 3 of the new Crucible maps that came out this week. Just look at Bungie.net. Finally, Bungie has opened up all 3 prior expansions of Destiny 2 to anyone from now until June 3rd. So you can jump in for free and experience the Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, and Witch Queen campaigns. Sorry, Lightfall's not included, unless you're a PlayStation Plus member, which means you do have Lightfall available for free until June 3rd. All 4 seasonal activities will also be open, so you can get all those seasonal weapons you've been eyeing. Also, once Final Shape drops, the campaigns for Shadowkeep and Beyond Light will be free to all players, as well as the Stasis subclass missions. Have fun with those, by the way. Also, after Final Shape drops, if you're wanting to get all the dungeons, raids, exotics from these past expansions. Bungie will be offering something similar to the Forsaken pack called Shadowkeep and Beyond Light packs. And then an all-inclusive Destiny 2 Legacy Collection 2024, which also includes the 30th anniversary pack and Lightfall as well. So check out those if you're interested. May 19th, the Bungie team will be competing in the 10th annual The Gauntlet, which is a charity tabletop competition among industry professionals. There will be an emblem for $25 donations and much more if you want to chuck out some hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's all listed on Bungie.net as well. May is Asian American and Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Say that 3 times fast. And the Asians at Bungie Employee Resource Group is celebrating with the Stand with Asians collectible pin and an accompanying harmonic wave emblem. Check that out. It looked really good. Last year, Guardians raised $163,385 for the International Community Health Services. It's a nonprofit healthcare organization based in Seattle, Washington. So if you purchase the pin, $7 will be donated to the cause. Finally, what's going on in the player support report, fellas? What do you think? Here, I'll do it this way. Hey, Fluffy, what's going on in the player support report this week, man?
Oh, they didn't post anything, so I think it's all okay.
Sounds good. How about you, Parody? What's going on in the player support report? You see anything in there?
Everything's fixed. There's not a problem at all. Everything's 100% perfect.
God damn it. Sweaty.
Issues? None.
Sweaty, how about you, buddy? What's going on in the player support report this week? You see anything in there?
Yeah, I'm taking a really close look here. It said shit was broken and now shit is fixed. Yeah.
I give up. Thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it for helping me out there. Thank you, Destiny 2 community team. Well, you know what? Let's get to our first topic on the table tonight. Right after I take my mandatory bathroom break. Be right back.